Sarah, can you hear me? You can? Okay. So if we stand like this, you can do it. Okay. And Kim's going to help check us in on the other line. Hello to our awesome team who's joining us from afar. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
I know, right? Gorgeousness, gorgeousness. So if you see me leaning into the computer like this, it's because Sarah can't hear us unless we're close to the machine. So that's why we have to be close. And then we'll try and repeat questions as much as we can for people who are not with us live in the room, but are going to listen to the recording after the fact. So welcome, everyone, and cheers to a tremendous start to 2016. Oh my goodness, you guys have seriously blown our hair back by what you all are doing and embracing our team word of activity for this year. So we're really excited. We have another super fun training in store. This will be very personalized, individualized tonight, and it's going to be a platform for other things that are coming down the pike very soon. So I love that we could be a part and come together for this awesome event and fun tonight. So what we'll do is we'll start off with recognition for the month of January. And we always like to kick off with our top sponsor. Now, just as a reminder, because Lynn and Sarah and myself have our own distinctive teams, what we call our central regions, that's why we acknowledge recognition for each of our teams. And we're all about the more the merrier. That's all so much fun. So our top sponsor in my region for the month of January was me, with 4. First and Sarah, I'll let you go next.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It was myself with 5. Yay.
And top sponsor in my region, there was a tie between Kimberly Graham and myself with 8. Congratulations, girls. Oh, so exciting. Oh my goodness. There you go, beautiful. Starting the Rose Brigade. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Cheers, 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 Sarah. Cheers, cheers. You're a Rose. Congratulations. Top district manager in my central region goes to Kara Durgan, and Kara lives in Rochester. She was almost my very first business builder and my longtime oldest, dearest friend from Lincoln, Nebraska. We went from grade school all the way up together, and still are keeping in touch, and we will see each other at our 25th high school reunion in stinking Lincoln in July. So excited. Congratulations, Sarah. Sarah, you're next.
Millie Carpenter with over 3,500.
Congratulations, Millie. And top district manager goes to Carly Kenny, and she got over 2,600. Carly has been on our team for a couple of years now. She's been taking care of her parents, and she had a new baby. But she still lost her Arbonne business behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll be able to see her at more team events here soon. Awesome. Awesome. That's exciting. I love that. And Lynn, we'll let you go next. Top area manager. Top area manager goes to Miss Kimberly Graham with 12,300. Holy underwear. Holy underwear. Kimberly Graham. It's so exciting. You're welcome. Congratulations, Lovey. Yes. Oh, so proud of you. And our DM bonus achievers, these are the gals who had in their team at least 5,000 accumulated success line volume plus 5 sponsored on their team who were either preferred clients or consultants who had a starting order of 150 PQB or more. Yes. Yes.
Dan bonus owners.
You got it. You got it. I sorry, I didn't cue you in. Lynn's taking the floor.
Thank you. Did Kimberly Brandon myself.
Congratulations, you guys.
I think we should eat a bowl. Yeah. Okay. So how about we do this one? Let's go for hitting AM bonus. Okay. You and I.
Exciting. So the gauntlet's been set. AM bonus is what they're accomplishing.
Sorry. I'm overly excited here.
I turned the fire on with my butt. Did you guys see that? I was so excited. That's what I did. I love it. Okay, no one missing any categories here so far. Okay, awesome, wonderful. Has everyone in the room been recognized as a team member in consultants? Oh, that's so fun.
Can we mute her?
Oh, sure.
So maybe that would mute us, right?
That's fine.
Oh, all right here.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Maybe she thinks she's
Maybe
muted
you
on
have to
hers.
mute on
Okay,
yours.
I will.
Because it's. Okay.
Would you do me a favor and talk about our Lake Tahoe night and acknowledge all the team members and all the individual gifts? Absolutely. Okay, I'll check and see if she can.
Okay, so we were able to end the month of January with an amazing evening away at Lake Tahoe. And we had ran a challenge. It was in December and in January. In December, it was if we had 5 participants sign up to be part of the 30-day healthy living challenge. Thank you. You're amazing. And then we have Jess on here. So what do we do? Hi, Jess. We see you, honey. We love you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to try to have Sarah make some noise? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, can I be a part?
Sarah, can you make some noise, please?
Hello.
You have to be a little bit more than that.
Woohoo!
There we go. Thank you. It shifted our screen, so thank you. Okay, so as I was saying that we ran a challenge in December. It was for any consultant that had 5 people participate in the 30-day healthy living challenge in January. And then we ran it in January for anybody who had 5 people that were on the live Discover Arbonne call that was live from Maui. And thanks to Becky, who was willing to do that for us and our team while she was at the National Vice President Retreat. And so the earners of that, and I just want to say I am so stinking proud of all of these earners because they just hit it out of the park and they worked hard. And so they definitely deserve this special recognition. So I would like to have Jessica Capdeville, Lynn Carpenter, Megan Fikes, Lori Harrison, Kim Graham, Kim Pollock, Barb Stein, and Melissa Ulrich. Hop on up. Hop on up.
I love it. So fun. You're almost ready. Congratulations, you. I'm living it all over again. I know,
Hi, guys.
You're so fun. I'm so proud of you guys. And so this beautiful group here, they were rock stars and they were able to earn their night at Tahoe. A few of our attendees were not able to be with us because of family and doggy care concerns. And so Kimberly Graham was traveling with her family, or was traveling to her family to help memorialize her stepmom, Blanca. And so we have a special gift for you, honey. And also Lori was sending to her recuperating pup after surgery, ACL surgery. Yeah, so we're bummed that we missed you guys, but we'll definitely see you on the next round. And we're going to speak together for a photo op. Oh, yes, see together. Oh, absolutely. Good. Sorry. And one more, this is our. And I was like, "Just take a picture, Casey." I'm like, "I'm not staying here. I'm gonna take pictures." Okay.
Thank you. Okay, can I just tell you we had a kick that time? It was so much fun. And so if we ever run this challenge again, I want everybody in this room to be there with us because it was fantabulous. So much fun. All right, thank you, Lynn. That was awesome. Thank you. Just a little reminder of your future. Your future ways. Thank you so much, honey. All right. Moving right along. Hello. Announcements. You all have your beautiful calendars, I'm sure. On Tuesday, February the 16th, our last little bit of recognition was wonderful foreshadowing for what we're setting up for you all. Tuesday, February 16th, we're going to be doing a healthy happy hour by Zoom. It's going to be a 7:00 p.m. start time. And those of you who have 5 people confirmed to be on the Zoom call with us on Tuesday, February 16th, will be treated to a very fun event with your VPs the following month on Saturday, March the 12th. So we want you to mark that date too, because you're all going to be there with us. And so, so this is the wonderful opportunity. This week is your week to get your ask in gear and share Healthy Happy Hour introductory video, or just through your pure, sheer enthusiasm, joy, and passion, tell them why they need to be on the call with us. And then you need to get a confirmation that they will be on the call with us, of course, by that day, by 2/16. And then just email the names of your attendees to your VP so that we know that you did the work. So excited.
What we'll do is like we did last time, which was for the live Maui call, where we'll have an ARB event page. And then once you have that confirmation that somebody's going to listen, you can add them to it. We'll have the Zoom link. Maybe some other buzz. It was awesome. I really like those.
So Lynn was saying we'll post an ARB event page on Facebook, and that will have the Zoom link so that your attendees can get on with us, and we'll create a buzz with that. That worked out really, really well for our event last month. And even though we don't have a live Discover Arbonne event or Zoom call scheduled this week, a little foreshadowing for those of you who are doing individualized coaching with your VPs, the week of 2/22, you will be doing individual coffee appointments / Discover Arbonnes with your top prospects. So you can start that in your calendar if you wish. More information to come on that. And then we are going to utilize Leap Day to our benefit. So this is what? Every 4 years we get a Leap, 2/29, Leap Day. And that happens to be this year. So Monday, 2/29 at 6:30 p.m., we are going to be doing a very special raffle for an RE9 set. And we want all of your clients to be involved in that process. We're going to touch base a little bit more on why we're doing the RE9 raffle. Many of you might recall the time in our business, handful of years back, Kim? Has it been about 4 or 5 years?
Like 5. It was right when Jessica started. Wow, I love it.
So many of you might, if you're local, you'll remember J.K. Metzger. He was a sportscaster on our local television channel. He was hit by a drunk driver and killed. And his wife, Jamie Metzger, and their young family were, of course, devastated after his loss. This was in the past. And so we ran a raffle at that point in time for an RE9 set. It was phenomenally successful. Not only did our local team here participate, but also our team over in Northern California, Rhiannon Carlson, her team sent in raffle tickets. They were amazing and supportive of this event. And so it pains me to say that we've had another tragedy hit our extended Arbonne family. And what I'd like to do is ask Barb Stein to come up and talk about why we're doing the raffle this year and who that is going to be benefiting. So Barb, do you mind coming up and sitting here and talking to us about Jen's story? Thank you. I appreciate it, honey.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
So one of my good friends, her husband was killed the end of October over Nevada Day weekend out at Sand Mountain riding quads, and their quad stalled, and it was at night, and somebody else was coming up over the hill, and he was hit and killed instantly. They have 2 little boys. They are 6 and 8, and he had no life insurance, and so they're kind of struggling right now, just working through losing their husband and dad, and just trying to find some type of normalcy and just getting their life back on track. So we're raffling this off to raise money to help out their family.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Sure. That's probably one of my favorite things that we get to do as Arbonne and as our amazing team that we are. Our team is nothing but heart. And so when one of our associated people is in trouble or in pain or is going through a crisis, I think that that's what we do best as a team, is we come together and we rally behind that person. And so what we will be releasing tomorrow so that you can promote this to your clients, again, it's going to be a full RE9 set with the Genius Pad, so $418 retail value. We will be doing on Leap Day, 2/29, we're going to be raffling off the whole bin, the whole drum, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to be raffling off the RE9 set live. Of course, we'll weave a little Discover Arbonne magic into there, because this is going to be all your clients, right, who are going to be on the Zoom live to see if they're the big winner. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to show them, paint the bigger picture of what Arbonne might be for them or someone they know. And so the raffle tickets will be $5 for one raffle ticket, or it will be 5 raffle tickets for $20. And Barb and I already have a red stamp invite that we will be releasing with more of Jen's story, just so that you can share that. Of course, you can share by email, you can share by text message, because red stamp you can do both with. You can share by private message on Facebook, but because we are promoting a raffle that is considered a sale or promotion, you cannot put the post on your regular business page or your personal Facebook page. So you can share it privately or by email with your clients. And that's how we did that in the past. And of course, picking up the good old-fashioned phone and sharing our excitement. So we're going to put the deadline that any raffle entries need to be postmarked and either sent to you, the consultant, or I will have my address in the email to me by February 25th. Okay? And then that way I'm receiving them in time to be able to have them in the raffle drum by Monday, February 29th. So that's just, a few short weeks and we will have that ready to rock. All of the proceeds from the raffle will be donated to the Walker family. And so this is really a wonderful opportunity where we can come together as a team and then pay it forward and help Jen and her beautiful little boys. Of course, we want Jen and Arbonne with us, but you know, she's trying to get her feet back right now. Yes. What was the question?
What was her husband's name?
Jen's husband's name was Travis Walker in Sparks. Yeah, so the Walker family. And like I said, we'll have a little bit more of the story on the email link, but the invite that you can red stamp will be pretty simple. And then we'll simply, you know, have that RE9 set, and we will send it directly to your client who wins. If it is Magdalene's preferred client, for instance, who wins the raffle, it'll go under Magdalene's preferred client number, so she'll get the RV credit too. Okay, cool. So win-win-win. Okay, so we're excited to do that. Bittersweet in the story, but I think it will definitely create a team buzz as we saw last time with the Metzger family. So wonderful things, and thank you, Barb, for bringing it to our attention too. We absolutely love doing this. This is what we move and groove with doing. So. Yes.
How should we do like payments, checks and cash?
Yep. So payments can be delivered personally to you as the consultant, or they can be mailed to me. I will have my mailing address, so they can, you know, put it to my attention, or to you know, attention Raffle. Maybe I won't say Raffle, but I'll say something more clever, so that our mail person isn't opening all my things and stealing all the checks. But I'll think that through better. But people can pay in cash, and then you just simply need to deliver that to me at some point that week, you know, or by our next meeting. So if they pay you in cash, we'll use the honor system, and then, you know, just turn that in so that we can give that to the Walker family. So cash, check are accepted, whether it is to you as a consultant and then you're paying me eventually, or they can mail a check directly to me, and that worked well last time. Good, thank you, Megan. GTC. Oh my goodness, blow your hair back. I'm so excited. I think we're all registered. I'm pretty sure all of us in this room are registered. If you have not, register tonight by midnight. You have until February 29th to earn your registration, and I'll send out the Earn GTC. It's just a nice little two-page flyer, Earn GTC. But if you sponsor 2 new consultants with a single order, $350 personal qualifying volume, 350 PQV. If you have 2 of those sponsored in January or February, you have earned your registration. If you sponsor 5, then you've earned registration. I want it all set, PWP, RVQV, all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to pass this around. Just as a refresher, because it's very, very doable. We've got a whole ton of months left to make that happen. And the new consultants that you sponsor with this promotion are eligible for $99 registration. So you could literally fill a room of people with your team, your new team, before GTC, and that is powerful. For those of you who are still looking for hotel options, I think most people are set, but just see me, because I do have an opportunity for a 2-bedroom villa at the Marriott Grand Chateau. Just let me know. Our Vegas VIP night is back in force again. So in February and March, those of you who sponsor 16 preferred clients or consultants at that $150 PQV level will be able to join us on our Vegas VIP night. And that's going to be Thursday night after the product showcase, after the new product launch. I don't have word on our Hair and Success Line t-shirt or scarf or what we're doing yet, but you'll know as soon as I know. I will definitely get an APB out on that.
And how excited should we be for the new product?
Lynn's question is, how excited should we be for the new product launch, Becky? On a scale of 1 to 10, you should be at 100 excited. 100. It is all of you who were with us when we had the RE9 Advanced system launch. That was when they reformulated our RE9 Nutriment C. and they gave it a huge kickstart. That was an incredible launch. And this is easily 25 to 50 times more powerful than that. So this is definitely the GTC not to miss. So I'm so glad that you guys are going and being a part of it. And that is in part why you want to have new team members there too, because your business is going to explode. We're going to see people not just get to the next level of promotion, but skip levels and be 2 to 3 levels up by the end of this year. That is how powerful what Arbonne is bringing forward, and that's all I can say about that, Lynn. That's all I can say. And don't anyone think they can hold me down and tickle me, because it won't work. Melissa said we already tried in Tahoe. Okay, just a little segue on renewals. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm a broken record on these freaking renewals. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. So anywho, oh, you guys, it's a mess. But Arbonne has really already done some huge work to simplify the renewal process. Thanks to all of you who have been keeping up with your renewals all along. And I know it's been hard because I'm like, oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. Oh, wait, they're putting it off. And so it's been an interesting line of communication. But up to now, preferred client renewals have been suspended until it's a simple process. So effective March 1st, that process is rolling forward. And that means that the renewal fees will automatically be added to the shopping cart for any preferred client with the renewal fee due that month. I love that. It's automatically going to be there. If they don't pay on time or if they're past due, not to worry. They will retain their preferred client status in the system. They will not be able to shop as a preferred client until they complete that renewal. So they'll have to, and that's how Arbonne worked traditionally in the past. So here's an example, just to be clear. Katie is a preferred client who had a renewal due last October 2015, but she hasn't paid because none of us were supposed to pay for preferred client renewals. She can continue to shop as a preferred client. In March, or the next time she logs in to shop after that month, her PC renewal fee will automatically be added to her shopping cart. If she logs in before March, the PC renewal fee will automatically be added to her shopping cart when she adds a product to blah, 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 blah. But let's assume after March 1, it's already going to be there, the renewal. When she completes her purchase with the renewal fee, she will be renewed as a preferred client for another 12 months. So if she hops on and she renews her preferred client membership this June of 2016, her next renewal will be automatically added to her cart in June 2017. Make sense? It's going to be cleaned up. It's going to be clear. Here are the 3 things that I'm asking all of us to do. Beginning this month, actually technically last month, but beginning in January 2016, if any of you or any of your consultant team, not preferred clients, but any of your consultant team had an anniversary date of January or going forward, they do need to renew. Arbonne is great. They give us 1 grace month where if we happen to be like, oh my gosh, January 31st, totally passed my radar, they will give us through the end of February to renew. But do that now if this involves you or if this involves any of your consultants. Number 2, help our grandfather consultants, and these are people who generally just enjoy shopping at that greater discount. So they've enjoyed their 35% membership. They've been in Arbonne a long time. They're loyal clients. Help them by reaching out to them in their anniversary month. Explain their renewal will automatically be added to their cart. That's way it's not a surprise to them, and they know to be looking for it. Any questions? Meg?
So if you have a grandfather consultant that expired 2 years ago,
Yes.
they can renew and be a grandfather consultant?
The question is, if we had a grandfather consultant that expired 2 years ago, can they renew and be a grandfather consultant again? My sense is that it's only since the new system went live. So I think, Meg, like if as of February on, like if we had a grandfather consultant who was still active as of a year ago, they would be eligible to renew now going forward. Yes. Krista, question.
Okay, question. So if you had somebody sign up a consultant in the month of March last year, they have to sign up, they have to renew now?
Mm-hmm.
They have to renew now.
Mm-hmm. Good question. So the question is, if we had a consultant, a new consultant who signed up in March, do they have to renew now by the end of February? They do have to renew now. Otherwise, their consultant membership is going to lapse and they'll go to preferred client. Now, let's say that, I know, so they'll have to pay like one and then one.
They renew now or March?
They renew both times.
So my renewal is at the end of February.
So Megan's renewals by the end of February. Yep, so you're good. So if you renew by February 29th, you're good. Mm-hmm.
Krista's question was they signed up in March
Right.
of last year.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm confusing the issue. So yeah, so March, so they're not eligible to renew again until March, Krista. Yeah, absolutely.
My anniversary month is March, so if I renew in March, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, if you were, Krista has been a consultant and she has been working her business fantastically. Her renewal is in March, so if she renews again in March, she's good. Yes, yep, you don't have to do anything by the end of February. Good question. And then the third thing is, for your preferred clients, all I want you guys to do for your preferred clients is reach out to them in the early days of their anniversary month. So find a time, mark it in your calendar, put a little PC in there. I don't care whether it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, but just reach out to them, send them a thank you email, a thank you call, a thank you card, put it on their radar and let them know that they're appreciated. Again, their renewal is going to be put automatically in their cart, so the next time they go online to shop, that renewal will be there. And you may choose to gift them a little something from their loyalty. That is totally your call. But I think that a little gratitude goes a long way, and they will definitely appreciate that. And it will be like, oh yeah, of course it's my renewal time. No problem. I'll just finish this order and my renewal will be processed. Make sense? Okay. Okay, that's it for announcements. Any last questions on renewals? Melissa?
Well, no.
Okay, not on renewals, but another question by Melissa.
For new preferred client signups, the $20, if they do an ASVP, the $20 fee should be waived, but it doesn't show up on the final screen.
Okay.
That's the last I called.
So the question is, for new preferred clients, their $20 fee should be waived if they purchase an ASVP, which is correct. And Kim's saying she called.
And customer service stated that the way ARB has to break it down, if you actually look at the products, it might show like lipsticks for only $1.53. They break it down within the product price. They can't just show $20 fee waived. So it's just business side on their end. And when I looked at it closer, I'm like, oh, okay, that all does add up.
Okay.
I've seen that happen too before, so they do technically waive that.
So
It's just
the way
Because they show it like on the pre-screens, they show that they have little sections for everything, and it's
Okay.
waived. But then when you get to the final page where you're supposed to confirm your order, it doesn't have
doesn't
like a
show that.
specific spot.
Right.
I just went forward in life, but
So,
like, because I didn't take their phone number apart.
So double check each part. So even though it's discounted at 40% off through the ASVP, it actually is a greater discount if you calculate it.
And
got it.
I'm not gonna worry about that.
Okay, perfect. And they're definitely working on, so the true final justification of all this is that they're working on clearing up that receipt hugely. And so what we see on our screen will reflect payments, multiple payments, the credit cards that it was assigned to, where the discounts were applied. Right now, it's hard to kind of tease that out. So that is definitely something on the radar that the IT team is working on. Good question now. Any other questions? Okay, on to training. Fabulousness. Oh my goodness, like I said, we are gonna blow hair back tonight with this awesome training. So get your party boots on, girls. And I'm going to have up at the table first, LYNN. She is going to train us on all things host coaching and also how we can do a powerful close. So she has some exciting tips and tricks, and I know you guys are going to want to take lots of notes, so get out your notebook. Here she comes.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Okay. So we are in class activity as a team, as a unified team. I just, number one, I need to give another shout out. You guys are taking our team word for 2016, which is activity, to heart. And we are very early in the year, and you're jumping right in. And I couldn't be more proud of you. And it's going to be an amazing year for each and every one of us. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see what transpires in all of the months that we have here in 2016. So with that being said, with so many of us having classes in the immediate future, both Becky, Sarah, and I felt that it would be really important for us to set you up to have as much success as possible in those events. So that is our main purpose tonight as we are gathering here. So I'm going to go over with you hostess coaching, and then also we're going to talk about the close. This happens to be a printout. Hopefully everybody has this handout. This is specifically on hostess coaching. This is a document that I got off of Deanna's website. And Chris, hold on. So this is the document, and I'm going to post this up on our team Facebook page. It's not an editable, did I say that correctly? Editable. Editable. It's not edible. No, you would not want to eat this. No. I was not able to edit this because it's a PDF. I'm looking to get the version of that because I think I have access to it. But what I'm going to have you guys do is just write some side notes because we need to add to this. The cool thing is that the information I'm going to share with you tonight comes from our greater nation. So Deanna Heron was able to pass this information on to me yesterday during a coaching call. So I'm just going to transfer the knowledge to you, which is so exciting. But like anything that we do, we are always improving and expanding upon what we have in place. So even though Deanna has this on her site, she has been able to expand on it and add a few tips and tools that have been working really well for her nation. So when we have somebody who has booked a presentation, it's really important for us to link arms with them, and you basically want to act as if they're a business partner at that moment in time. When somebody says yes, you are linking arms with them, and you're staying in touch and communication until this entire event is seen through. The importance of that is that this tremendously helps for cancellations to not take place. We're all going to have cancellations as part of our business, but if you're able to do these steps, it will definitely help you to not have that happen as often as if you were maybe not as in contact with those hostess. So you'll notice there, point number one, to have a successful outcome, communication. So communication is really important. So as soon as you have that person say, yes, I will book, and it's going to be on this date, you want to shower them with gratitude. Just tell them thank you so much, and let them know how much this means to you and how you can't wait to meet their friends, and shower them and treat them well, and we're going to have a great time. You can send them a thank you card in the mail if you'd like. I also want to encourage you, don't be shy on texting. This is how I've been primarily touching base with my clients in every avenue when it comes to follow-up, when it comes to booking. Most of my communication right now is happening through text messaging, and it is working very, very, very well. So you could send a thank you card, or if you want to verbalize it in a text, I want you to feel free to do that. So you'll notice that's not written there. So you may on the side want to say, write them a thank you card or send them a text telling them thank you. Immediately after that, I ask them, how would you like to invite the people to your event? And again, this is mainly for me, gone through all through texting. So how would you like to invite people to your event? Question mark. And then I'll give options: Facebook, text, or email. And most people are coming back and they're saying text and Facebook. So then what I share with them, I said, great, I'm going to create an invitation that you can text to your guests along with a personal message. Then I will ask them, would you like to create a Facebook event page, or would you like me to do that for you? Everyone has said, no, two. Almost everyone has wanted me to do it. I had somebody who did it on their own. If they ask you to do it, a great way is that you go into the Facebook, create an event, and then add them as a co-host. And then by doing that, it allows them to invite people to the event, and then you're able to have communication with the people in there. Okay, so that's number one, communication and how you're going to invite. Number two is the host basket. So a sample basket, we call these a Pamper Me basket. This is something that also has been really helpful, I feel, on getting the host excited about her event. Knowing that she has this basket of products, and that it just helps in the respect. It can be easy when, oh, I only have 2 people coming tonight. I'm going to call the host and just cancel because it's probably not going to be worth their time. When you have this basket of products and you're verbalizing when you drop it off to them prior to their event that this is your Pamper Me basket that you can utilize for the next 3 to 4 days, and I'm going to be picking this up from you at the night of your event. That has been huge, 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 huge. So I want to go over what these host baskets are. I am so upset because I left my host basket at home. I was carrying this basket, I think, thinking it was my host basket, but it's not. But let me share with you, give you a visualization of what my host basket looks like. It's this exact same basket. So I was able just to run down real quick one day at Michael's, picked up a couple of these baskets. And what I put in here, and I'm going to give you guys 2 options of how you can go about this. One option is by having life-size bottles in here. If your host is new to Arbonne and they haven't personally sampled what you're going to be reviewing, so what we review typically, we do that healthy inside and out class. So we have RE9 set, we have nutrition. So my basket is going to contain most of the products that we're going to be reviewing there at their event, because it's going to equip them that when you're talking about each product, they can say, oh yes, I tried those Genius pads and I have the biggest zit right here, and I kid you not, it went away in 2 days. And I just had this happen over the weekend at my personal event, and everybody there wanted to buy the Genius pads. It's awesome. So what I do is I include a full RE9 set. All of my Genius jars, I stack those up. So when I use them up, rather than throwing them in the recycle, I hoard them and keep them, because what I'll do is I'll wipe them all clean with an alcohol rub, and then I'll add 4 of the Genius pads. However many nights they're going to be having the sample, I'll add that amount of nights for them to use that. And then you can either use the samples of the protein powder that come in the envelope, or another idea is I've seen people do them in mason jars, where you can add a serving of the protein powder, have your recipes. And then also, it's nice to have the shampoo and conditioner, maybe a couple of the hair products. So I've done the Pure Vibrant shampoo, conditioner, the hair serum, and the texturizing mousse, and that's gone over very, very well also. Okay, these are people who have not had experience to Arbonne. In addition to the protein powders, I would throw detox tea, fizzy sticks, things like that. So that's somebody who has not had exposure. For your hosts who maybe have hosted for you before, they're using the nutrition and the RE9 up one side and down the other. So you're like, okay, what can I put in this basket to get them excited about other products? The hair care items would be great. I introduced the Phyto Sport for people who I know that are working out and athletic. The greens, dehydrated greens. I've done some of the Sea Source line. Also could go into some of the, like the bath salts, pamper me, so on and so forth. So you just get kind of familiar with your client and knowing what their family habits are as far as what you would put in the basket. So that is one way. Now, in addition to this host basket, there's a document called Is This Business For You? That's a brand new updated document I just posted on our group Facebook page. So Is This Business For You? I put in the host brochure because inside that host brochure, there's a wish list. And when I hand this, I dog ear that page and I say, I want you, as you're using these products, to start making your wish list. And then what I've done is I took a very thin binder, and in all of the products that I have in here, I print off the Meet the Product sheet, put them inside of a page protector, and I have them in that small mini binder. Does that make sense? Okay. I don't know. It's probably like a 1/4 inch binder. And I know that that's been very helpful for my clients to be able to review the products as they're using them. So that's my host basket. I can even post a picture of that if you'd like on the group page. I want to give you now another option that you can do, and this actually has been being used by our team member, Krista Lane. So I'm going to have Krista Lane come up and show you a different option if you weren't looking at particularly doing the life-size bottles. The basket.
Do this.
Hello.
What I found is that what I do is when I talk to my hostess prior to actually putting together a sample, I ask them what they're interested in, what their concerns are. I had one gal who basically has such sensitive skin that I wasn't even going to introduce her to the RE9. We were going to start off with the calm and work up from there because I wanted her to have a really good, positive experience. And so what I do is I talk to the hostess ahead of time, and then you can get these little, I mean, they're cute, but you could use any kind of little bags or anything. So mine is mainly done with samples and not full size. So I don't expect to get anything back at the end. This is just like an example. I have in here RE9. And what I do is that when I sit down, I actually sit down with the hostess and I pull everything out of the bag. And so I let them touch it and feel it, and I go through, and so I have enough time to do this. I make sure that they have enough time. And then I open everything up. Just like if you were just sharing the RE9 sample, you go through it. But I go through everything. So I have RE9 sample in here. I even have, so let's say she really loves to work out. So maybe I have the Phytosport, and so this is just a single serving, one-time use with each step. So I have that in here. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see, you guys. I have one of each of the proteins, okay? And in here, and even though it's just one serving, I go ahead and I put in shake recipes, because then I open it up and they go, oh my gosh, I've never thought of that. So I have shake recipes, but everyone isn't the same. I have, meet the product with the shakes. I threw in here the lifting and contouring eye cream. So I talk to them ahead of time and I kind of customize their basket for them, because I don't want them to end up with something, like if they don't work out and I give them Phytosport, or if they're not interested in the nutrition that I'm talking to them, maybe I'll just give them the protein and not give them other things. Or maybe we talk that they want to get off of coffee, so I'll give them like the fizz sticks. And then also in here, I have their hostess, and I didn't print off Is This Business For You, because I know we have a new one, but I also put in the opportunity brochure as well, and I put a catalog in, and I go through the whole thing. And what I did for my one hostess is that I know she has twin girls, so I have leftover little Christmas bath gel, and I just thought that would be nice to kind of include her daughters because they're a big part of her life. And so then I gave her some bath gel for her girls. I just thought that would be fun. And I have this extra stuff that, you can gift in one way or another without it, so we don't roll into next year. But I kind of do that. And there's a hand cream, and I just kind of do that, but I pull it all out and they touch it all. So that's pretty much what I do. So it's in this
I
book.
love those bags.
I love these bags too. Yes.
When you put everything in there, can I hold on to that?
Sure.
So what Krista made a really great point on that she makes time to meet with them and go through all the samples. That adds so much more value than if you just add it to somebody. We have busy lives. I would probably open that up and say, how do I use this? I don't have time to figure it out. So that's really important. Another thing is though, if you have somebody that you're not able to physically have that time with, so I had this happen last week. My host was out taking her kids to activities. I left it on the front door with her husband. So I texted her, hey, I left the basket. When can I call you tonight? Because I'd like to review what's in the basket. So she gave me a time frame that was good, and then we reviewed everything that was in there. And for me to remember, I take a picture of it before I give it to her. You can even create buzz that way with your host. Make up the basket, take a picture and say, I cannot wait to get this in your hands today. So those are just fun ways to create buzz around the event. Also, what's a helpful tool is when you take that picture, post it to the event Facebook page and create some buzz of, I just delivered this host basket to your hostess. She's going to be using these products. Can't wait for you guys to experience them on Tuesday night when we're all together. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so Pamper Me basket. Then the other thing is the night before. So you want to create urgency with this point. The night or the day before their event. Connect with them. However you communicate. Like I said, for me, it's been text lately. Send them the Arbonne opportunity video, which is 8 minutes long. And tell them that if you, along with the 4 questions that we have, that if they're able to listen to this and fill out the 4 questions via text, do that before their event tomorrow, that you'll bring a gift, an additional gift to them, okay? So it's creating an urgency. By doing the urgency, it's the day before saying, here's a video sharing with you more of what the back scenes of Arbonne and what's behind the scenes of our products. And I have 4 questions. If you're able to fill out these 4 questions and text them back to me by tomorrow, I'll be bringing you a gift. We covered how to invite. I cover that right at the beginning. As soon as they say, yes, I can book, and they set their date, I send them that text message of when can you, how would you like to invite your friends? So that's point number 4. And then ask for the referrals. So this is something that can be very helpful. And the other benefit to creating a Facebook event, because the people in there who say, no, I'm sorry, I can't come, or I wish I could come, but I have my son's soccer game, you have a connection to them now to where you can private message them and say, hey, I'm offering 2 people who are not able to attend to sample the products in the comforts of their home. Would you like to be one of them? And then plan a time to meet with them, to give them the samples and have them. And I would say doing that prior to the event, because then also communicate. If any of these interest you, whatever you purchase is going to go towards your friend's event, towards her host benefit. So asking for the referrals, you can do that through Facebook. You can also, to your friend at the day of her event, ask her who are 2 people who are not able to come that you feel would have an interest in these products. If you get me connected to them, then I'd be happy to share with them the products where they can sample in the comforts of their home. Okay, so a couple of words that Deanna had mentioned, just keeping in mind when we're doing our hostess coaching, in addition to everybody who is a host is a potential business partner. So that's what you really want to be thinking of, is that every single person who is hosting for you could be a potential business partner, and we have to date them. We have to date them. She said, a good thing to keep in mind is how you would like to be treated if you were going to be hosting an event or considering to join a team of a particular company. How would you like to be treated? And if we're being dated, how would we like to be treated? We want to be treated special, right? We want to feel special. So just keep that in mind, that anything that would make you feel special, that's what you're going to be doing to them. So you're in contact with them, you're pampering them with these great products, you're building rapport with them, you know, having a positive theme and a positive tone anytime you're interacting with them, to where each time they have interaction with you, they walk away and they're like, man, I am so excited to have this event. My friends are really going to enjoy this because Melissa is like such a joy. Every time that I part from a text message from her or speaking with her, I feel happy. So I'm excited to have my friends meet her on Saturday. So that's really what you just want to keep in mind. So you just want to go out of your way for the people that you want in your business and for the people who are holding presentations for you. So for instance, had a crazy day last week. It was after I gave my host basket to my hostess. She had somebody in her office that also wanted to try the acne line because she was trying it herself. And she said, Lynn, I have somebody who would like to try a sample. Is there any way that you could buzz one down to our work today or tomorrow? And I'm looking at my schedule. I'm like, oh, it's a little tight. But I knew I needed to make it work. And so I found the window. I was like, absolutely, I'll be there today at 2 o'clock. So you just want to, you want to go out of your way for people you want in your business and for people who are holding presentations for you. Okay, so that's the hostess coaching component. Any questions on that before we move to the closing? Okay. Okay, so you guys, in what I have been learning as I've been on my new adventure of doing classes again in my business is that people, and I've already mentioned this, people love to be communicated by text. And when I'm at the close table and taking people's orders, I prep the scene and I'll say, I'm going to be touching base with you. I want to make sure you're getting your products. I want to make sure that you're happy and loving them. Is it okay if I follow up with you via text? And everybody is coming back and saying, yes, I actually prefer it. I prefer text. Yes, that would be great. You can text me anytime. Like, it's a very warm reception. The thing is, I'm getting their permission right from the gate. So they know that when I text them, we can start building this rapport. And that's what I'm seeing is I'm building rapport all through this communication via text because it seems like that's the way people like to communicate right now and these days. And it's working beautifully. So that's number one that I'm learning in doing these presentations. And what I'm going to go over are some tips that have been working well for me in doing the close. And then also we'll go over like the end of the presentation, the close of the presentation as you're wrapping it up. And then I'm going to go over some techniques that are working well at the actual close table. I will say that I'm definitely seeing the benefit in having a separate place for your closing station. So if you are able to have that and even ask your consultant or your hostess, that is something that I'm seeing in the classes I've done, where when I've been able to be in a kind of a secluded, just a separate area, the close has just felt really good versus it being kind of more on the chaotic side. And I think one of the reasons is that I'm really positioning myself as I'm a resource and I'm here to help and to consult you. And that's what we're going to be doing. So how I set the stage of that is actually at the beginning. So I might be jumping around here, you guys, so just kind of bear with me here, okay? But I set the stage of that at the very beginning. So when I'm in the bathroom washing their hands with the cleanser, and I'm giving them their lap board with their little client form, as they come in, I'll ask them, Val had asked me to talk about how to create optimal health on the outside and the inside. And she wanted us to do this because it's now a new year. What did you come for? What do you have more of an interest in skincare or nutrition? Most everybody is saying both. I'm like, perfect. We're going to talk about that. If you happen to have a setting to where you can feel like it's more skincare, then it will just prep you to where you can spend more time on that and maybe do a little less on the nutrition if you choose, or vice versa. If you have people that love nutrition, maybe spend more time on that and less on the skincare. But traditionally, I'm having everybody, especially when I set the stage and say, what we are focusing on here today is how you can create total optimal health on the inside and outside of your body. And doing that, I'm going to cover our skincare and our nutrition. What do you have more of an interest in today? Primarily, everyone's saying both. So setting the stage by doing that, then going through the presentation, and then at the end of the presentation when I'm going to wrap it up. So starting to close, this is where I then pull out this little sheet and say, okay, you guys, I'm going to be wrapping up here now. And as we do that, I actually want to bring your attention to this little sheet that I had you put your information on. You're going to notice a number 1, a number 2, and a number 3 in the lower right-hand corner. I'm going to describe what each number represents, and you're going to circle the number that applies to you, and it may be more than one number. So a number 1 would be for anyone who is interested in receiving these amazing products and getting them at a great discount. So if you are interested in that, you would circle a number 1. Now a number 2 would be for any of you who would like to gather a few friends. You know, oftentimes you may be, you may be, while sitting during this presentation, have people pop into your mind. I know for myself, when I first sat in on a presentation, I was thinking of my sister-in-law, who I knew would probably like these products, my mom, who I wanted only the best for her to be using on herself. I knew of friends that had an appreciation for healthy ingredients. So if you are like myself, where people are popping up in your mind, a great opportunity for you is to gather a few of your friends. It can be a small setting like this. We have amazing host rewards, and I'll come in and give you and your friends the same experience that we had here today. If you're interested in that, you're going to circle in number 2. And this is where I would like to take a moment and again thank the host for having you guys all here. I'm so excited to be able to shower her with our generous host rewards program. And in addition to that, she's going to be able to pick one of these cute little purses. So you maybe were wondering, what are these cute little purses doing here? Well, there's a picture of a product that's inside. And I'm going to have Valerie pick one of these, and she's going to receive this in addition to the host rewards. So Valerie, go ahead and pick the purse that you'd like. So she picks this. I have her open it, and there's a picture of the product. I say, great, you're going to be able to receive that in addition to all of your other rewards here tonight. Now, what I want you guys to know is that if you'd like to gather a few folks, in addition to being able to pick a purse here tonight to get that free product and our host rewards, for the first person who books with me tonight, you're going to go home with this Arbonne Happy Meal. With this Arbonne Happy Meal. So you have this as itself. So this was a tip that just came from Deanna yesterday. I haven't personally used this, but let me tell you, I'm going to rock it in my next class. I think it's great to say the first person who books, so it creates that urgency. And to have it here and say, there are so many great, wonderful things in here, and you're going to be able to take this home tonight. Okay, so now, number 3, and I will tell you guys that the most of my information that comes about the business takes place at the beginning of the presentation. So when I'm wrapping it up, typically, when I hit on number 3, what I'll share with them, as you guys know, I had mentioned about the benefits of being a consultant for this company. So as you've seen what I've done here tonight, if you know of somebody who has communicated that they're looking for an extra stream of income or that they're looking for a professional change, I would be happy to be able to send you home with information tonight. So if that is an interest, you're going to circle in number 3. And then I have brought back the raffle, because that is something that's very helpful. And then I'll share with folks, go ahead and circle the number you want, because we're going to use that slip of paper as your raffle slip. And then I have just a bag that I'll go around and collect their little slips. And then I hold on to those. But at that time, I do have the host pick who's the person going to be. And when she picks and says who the name is, I actively grab it back out of her hand and put it back in the bag, because I don't want it to get lost over here. The beauty is I have all of this prepared for me that I take to the close table with me, okay? Now, what I'll then close the night with is I'll say, if you guys circle the one and that you're interested in products at a discount, then I have some great saving packages for you today. So I want to now guide your attention to this sheet of paper. You're going to notice here, the top package is our skincare. So if you feel that you would like to experience this as a system and all those great results with that, I have a great deal where you're able to get a 40% discount today. If you are interested in the nutritional products, we also have a great package with that 40% discount. And this is great for if you happen to be interested in the 30-day program coming up in March. These are all of the products that will support you through that 30-day program. Or you may just want to be implementing these products in your day-to-day life. So this would be a good package for you to do that as well. Now, if you notice this bottom package, if you are not quite at the place where you're wanting to jump into a set or these systems, but you would like to pull products and create your own package, you absolutely can do that. This is that bottom package. What I would highly recommend is to at least get an order of $150 because you're going to be able to get 20% off of that, so it will come down to $120, and you can select one free product up to a $50 value. Now, it's also true for any of these packages. You're also going to get that same benefit of a $50 product of your choice, and any of these packages as well, you're going to get a 20 to 40% savings for an entire year. So it's such a great saving. Now, for anybody who purchases today one of these packages, in addition to these great savings, you're going to get free shipping. This is something, you guys, that's been huge for me, to collect sales right then and there and not have people leave with a catalog and say, oh, can I call you? That has been huge, and it's a minimal output for our business. So if you are open and you can calculate as far as, you know, the money that you would be making and the amount you would have as a business expense, if you did choose that route, you'd want to tabulate it so you can write it off on your taxes. But it has been instrumental in helping me to get those new signups, getting those new clients, and fueling my client base. So offering the free shipping has been great.
And you're offering that on just those packages?
Just these packages. If they order one of these packages, even if it's this one of these packages, they're going to get free shipping today. It has to be an order today. So that is the close. Now, no, I never do anything through consolidated shipping because it's a little confusing for me, but if one wanted to, that might be an option. Consolidated shipping, it's my understanding, it's all shipped to the host and then the host has to disperse it.
Whomever you want. You can do it yourself.
Okay. So that might be an option though, Kim. That might be great for somebody who wants to have more savings, right?
Yes, it's $6 per person at the end of these 3 IDs.
Mm-hmm.
And it all happens so the host then has to close that party. Then it ships when the party closes, essentially.
Okay.
So that's why I like to tell people the party closes tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Close it out.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So you just have it shipped to you and then you deliver?
Mm-hmm. Or the host is willing.
Yeah, awesome. So that might be an option too if you're wanting to have all the products shipped to you and then you would deliver to each person. Okay. So when I'm done with the presentation, I then take my purses. I take the Arbonne Happy Meal, I will be, Arbonne Happy Meal. And backing up, I did not mention this, when I start the presentation at the very beginning, I share with them that I set the stage, again, so outside of the bathroom of saying, you know, we're going to be talking about healthy inside and out. When I start the presentation, I mentioned that what you can expect here tonight, I'm going to be doing this, this, and this. And at the end, I'm going to meet with each person individually in the dining room because as a consultant, I love being able to help each individual. And I understand that each individual uses different products. We have individual health needs and we have different budgets. And I love being able to find a plan that's going to work especially for you, specifically for you. Also, I have a party gift for each person that's here tonight, and I'm going to be giving you a gift after we meet at the table. So I want you to visualize this basket filled with these cute little white bags, because typically I have it just all piled in here, and they look very cute and fun, and they're sitting while I'm doing the presentation the entire time so that they're looking at them and having the visual. And so when they come to the table, whatever our conversation is, I always make sure that they're getting this. It can be samples, whatever you like, and I always throw my business card in there as well, okay? But then I take these with me to the close table. So I have my purses, my Arbonne Happy Meal, my goodies. Like, if you want the fun stuff, you gotta come with me. Come in the you want goodies, they're over here. Okay, so now that we are at the close table, I have been implementing the trifecta. So when somebody sits down with me, I'm first talking about their order. And this is where I'll say, you know, how can I help you tonight? What type of questions do you have? And people will oftentimes come in, they'll have a list of products. And this is what I am finding that is beneficial in every piece of life. I'm learning this, is asking questions, asking questions, asking questions. So I'll give you 2 examples. One gal sat down and she said, and I was kind of surprised, because she sat down and said, I'll take a chocolate protein powder. And she was talking about how she loves the product. She's used almost all of them. I was like, okay. She goes, yeah, I typically use the protein powder, you know, often. And I go, well, you must have a consultant then. She goes, no, I don't. I just randomly get it at a chiropractic office. I'll just pick it up. I go, do you realize you can get a discount? She goes, no, that was never shared with me. I go, well, it sounds like you're ordering it often. Would you like to get a discount? Yes, I would. I go, you know, what I would consider is that if you have a need for any of the other nutritional products, I would get this build your own package, because you're going to get a 20 to 40% savings. You're also going to qualify for a free product, and you get free shipping because you're ordering today. Everything I tie back to as a reminder of, you get free shipping if you order today. You get free shipping if you order today. So I'm writing that completely. So there we are. She was just going to buy a bag of chocolate protein powder. She signed up to be a preferred client, had over a 150 order. There we are. So another gal, and she was the one that was so excited, going through the catalog, and it took her probably a half an hour of going through the catalog before she was ready to come up. So when she came up and gave me her order of, I think I'm only going to do the hand cream and the mascara. I was like, what? I mean, she was looking at all the bottles of the RE9, and I was like, okay. And she goes, you know, and here's the thing, is that oftentimes when we don't say anything, we just let people talk. So I didn't say, I go, okay. And then I think she felt like she needed to kind of explain herself, because she was looking at the whole RE9 set. So she goes, you know what? I just purchased almost all of those items in a different skincare line that I use. I just made the purchase. And then that's where I knew to ask the question, what kind of skincare do you use? What line is it? Well, it's Origins. And she goes, now I'm worried. I don't know what's in this stuff. I go, okay. I go, well, what is it that you use in that line? And what are some of the challenges, or what have you been wanting to improve in your skin by using that? She goes, you know what? I have the worst pregnancy mask. I've had these dark spots, and I think it's been working. I think I can see some benefit. I go, sounds great. We can definitely get you these 2 items, but what I want you to take note of is that in the future, when you run out of some of your items, if you're really concerned about those brown spots, the 2 products that absolutely will work for you is our Renewal Serum and our Genius Pads. Really? Does that really work well? Well, what is it that they do? So I explained again how it would work specifically for brown spots. She goes, you know what? I totally want that. And I go, well, tell me what it is that you're using right now in your Origins line. I have a wash, I have a toner, I have an eye cream, and I have a cream, no SPF in it. And I go, well, really, what you're showing me is that you don't have a serum. She goes, you're right, I've never used a serum. I go, you're going to love this product. So you definitely are in need of a serum. And I said, here's the thing with the Genius Pad. It's highly recommended to get the day cream with an SPF. If you don't have an SPF right now, this could be your free product. Wonderful. So here we went from a hand cream and a mascara to an order that was $211 retail, new preferred client, and she's getting items that are serving the needs that she has. In addition to that, she said, I also will have an interest in the 30-day program, so I'll definitely be plugging her into our Zoom. So after each person, I connect with the order and I'm asking questions to help them to get product to fit their needs. I then go on and say, would you like to gather a few friends so that your friends can learn how they can be their healthiest on the inside and out, and they can experience the products like we did here today? So I'm asking for the booking again. Even if they didn't circle a 2, I'm asking again. And I said, if you'd like to, you would be able to take this home, which is an amazing goodie bag, and then also you can pick a purse to have in addition to our host rewards. So you're asking that again. And then my next question I go to is, would you or do you know someone who would like to learn more about this business? And when I asked her, so about the hosting, she goes, you know, not right now, but I think I would like to in the future. So keep me on your list. And so I'm keeping that note. And then when I asked her about the business, she goes, no, I don't think so. And then I knew to then ask, well, what is it that you do? What do you do for work? She goes, well, I'm a part-time bookkeeper, and I love that because I have flexibility with my son. She goes, but goodness, wouldn't it be neat if I could do this and not do bookkeeping? You know, I may actually, after I start using these spots, because I love everything that I heard today, I may want to do this. I may want to look more into this. So I'm just asking questions, and I'm taking it all in, and I'm knowing how to build a relationship with her, plug her into things she's mentioned she has an interest in, and to start dating her, making her special. She is everybody's special, but doing special things for her to be able to build that relationship and to have her on our team. So that's the close. So the main points I encourage you guys to do at the close table is the trifecta, where you're helping them with their order. You then immediately then go into naturally saying, hey, would you like to gather a few friends? Asking for that booking. And then after that, asking, would you like information about the business? So here's some things I'm going to close up on. This is what Deanna reiterated on the phone yesterday. She said, you always offer the business to your hostess. And this is where I will tell you why I never enter orders on the computer at my event. Never, ever, 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 ever. Because if you enter in somebody who says, yeah, I want to be a preferred client, and I sign you up right there, if later that night the host comes up to me, he's like, oh my goodness, I want to do this, and Sarah's my best friend, and I would love for her to be my client. I've already done the work. She signed up to me. Yeah, they could be transferred over and they pay another $20, but if you don't have to go through that, why? So I always independently take the orders, and I do it in 2 ways. Typically, the host is maybe kind of tired. She's put a lot of energy into having this event. She might still have friends there. So typically, more than not, what I do is I say, hey, Val, it was an awesome night tonight. We got some great orders. I'm going to go home and calculate what host rewards you earned, and then I'll be in touch tomorrow. When would be a good time for me to call you to share with you what you earned? That's typically what I do. And then what that does, it allows me to go back and say, hey, you earned great host rewards. This is what's available. I also want to share with you that if you have an interest in this business and I think you would be great because of X, Y, and Z, this can be the start of your business. You have 3 of your best friends who are wanting to become clients. You have 1 of them who's going to be hosting next month, and 1 person who has interest in the business. You guys, this is how I started my business. I hosted for Becky. She came back and said, all of this excitement that came from your event could be the start of your business, and that's how I started. So that is why personally I see the value in that like no other. I think that is huge, huge, huge. Every single time, unless you really don't care for the host, offer them the business. No matter what, offer them the business. Okay, here's another point. We're getting to the end here. Here's another point that Deanna said. She said, you know, if somebody circles a 1 and I felt like they really stood out in that crowd, I'll tell them, I am so surprised that you circled a 1 because I think you would be amazing at what I do because obviously you have such an appreciation for health. you knew so much about the nutrition line, or you had, you know, your friends listen to everything that you were saying. Here's again why I think that having a separate room is really helpful to where you can have these types of conversations. And what she had mentioned, she said, most people do not see this business for themselves. You have to share with them why you think that they would be a good fit, or why why you think that they would be great. And that's also true. When I was using the products, I never ever thought that this was a business for me. I thought this was Becky's gig until she brought it to my attention. So people typically do not see this for themselves unless we have brought it to their attention that you can do this, we should do this together, and this is why. And again, give them the choice. Let them make the choice of yes or no. Don't make the choice for them. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. That's a lot of information. Any questions? Because I know sometimes I was kind of bouncing, but anything that wasn't clear that we want to make clear, Bernadette?
So when we ask 1, 2, or 3, do you have that you know, on the very first, before you start talking about the products, before you do your presentation?
No.
Do it before and after?
No. So the question was asked, when do I do the 1, 2, or 3? The 1, 2, or 3 is after you've done the presentation and you're wrapping it up. So typically I say, okay, you guys, we're getting ready to wrap it up here. I want to bring your attention to the little slip of paper I had you fill out. At the bottom is a 1, 2, or 3. Yep, so it's more towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Melissa.
When do you or do you hand out catalogs?
Oh, good question. Okay, so when do you or do you hand out catalogs? I do not, so at this moment in time, I do not hand out the catalogs, but what I do is I have a nice pretty stack of them on the table where I'm presenting, and then when I get done sharing the packages, I say, okay, now's your time to shop, and that's where I'll hand a catalog to each person. But I do love to reference the catalog beforehand, so kind of like, this is my stack, this is the great information of all our products. I'll reference it of, you know, in Arbonne we have over 400 amazing products. I would love to share them all with you because they're all incredible, but we'd be here all night. So the 2 I'm going to be focusing on is the skincare, nutrition. So I've already kind of, you know, shined light on our beautiful catalog. Anticipation for them to get it later. Any other questions? Bernadette?
How much time do you typically spend at that trifecta table per customer?
It literally just depends on the customer and their needs. I mean, you can have somebody there that have a lot of questions, but I would say typically 5 to 10 minutes per person. Any other questions? Okay, so what we were wanting to do is really build you guys up to where you have success. You guys can do this. You can rock it out of the park. And how you're going to become comfortable with it is by doing it and then adjusting. Like, does the Happy Meal, Arbonne Happy Meal work? How will I know? I'll know if I try it. When I heard about the Hostess baskets off of a training call that Deanna had, I jumped on it. I'm like, I'm heading down to Michael's today and I'm throwing one together. I'm just going to be doing it. So a lot of times it's just jumping into something and working with it to see how it's going to work for you. Every time I do a presentation, I'm assessing how the last one went, and I'm assessing what I'm going to do to enhance the next one. Every single time I'm doing that.
What's in Arbonne Happy Meal?
Arbonne,
Examples, but
yeah, I think it would just be
should we
RE9.
Yeah.
I would do an RE9 sample. I would probably have a Calm sample in the back. Because again, I met with a gal yesterday, I'm thinking RE9. She's like, oh, got sensitive skin. I've never used products with anti-aging properties. I'm like, oh no, we're going Calm. We're doing Calm. So I would have that in the back, and then I just say like nutrition, general nutrition, hand cream. Our hand cream's amazing. So yeah, catalog, yeah, all that good stuff. Okay, so we have another thing, Becky. I hope we're doing okay on time here. So we have another thing that we want to do to enhance your guys as you're doing these classes. Who here has questions on how to create these invitations, these amazing textbook invitations that can be edited for each person. So you put in each person's name and their address. Here's another thing that I found is one way you can use it in addition to texting it out is on the Facebook event page. A lot of times I'll have it as the banner picture.
Or just post it as a photo, or you can
Pin it, that's a good idea. Pin it at the top. So you can really utilize this for the Facebook and the invite, and then that way it's the same, or you can email it, it's the same visual to where people are seeing it, they're like, okay, this is all for Valerie's party. So who would like information on how to edit that? We're going to split in two groups. One is going to be going over how to edit that, that invite. The other is, who here gets nervous when you are calculating orders? On the map. Okay, we have a great thing. We're going to go over the Arbonne calculator. I have been using it, and I'm in love. And it took me a while to adopt it because I tried in the past. I'm like, oh, forget it, I'll just do the old-fashioned way. But I am in love with it. So we're going to split into Arbonne calculator, do the invite, and then we're going to switch. Yeah, we're just going to be quick. Yep. Yeah, we'll be quick.
Okay. This is going to be the end of our time tonight, you guys. We're going to commute our other training until next month. So after we do our first sign and switch, that will be the last draw. I totally understand if you do have to go, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to stop the Zoom and then we'll divide up the groups. All right.
She don't know how to say bye.
Bye. We love you. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you.
Thank you. You did great.
Have a great week.
Love
Love
you.
you. Bye.